go. It's the first of the month. Ma'am, did you just say that it's October 1st? Doesn't that mean that something's missing? 1 second. Look how cute she is! Must be the season of the witch. Isn't this sign just the cutest thing? I think that I'm gonna keep it up all year round. Hey, welcome to this week. Honestly, just to keep me on track, because we've got a goal of 14 books this week, this week. Can you imagine? Not only would 14 books a week be psychopathy, but it would also be asking for a book slump, for a reading slump, and we don't want to go into that. But the goal is 14 books in October. I did 13 books in September. Very proud of it. The first week of October, we're going to do a What Do I Read in a Book video. The first week of October, we're going to do a What Do I Read in a Week video. Obviously, if we're doing this for a YouTube video, I'm going to try to impress you a little bit, at least probably push myself harder than I would if a camera wasn't on me. So I'm hoping that this video whips my ass into shape. Every step I take. Okay, I'm on page 137 of Wildfire by Hannah Grace. This is, I think, the second in a series. I did not read the first book, Icebreaker, because it was everywhere to the point that I felt like I'd already read it. Every time I went to go get it, it felt like I had already had it, you know? And I knew that I didn't have... Anyways, I just did not read that book. I told myself that if I found this and I was able to pick it up before the hype got like really out of control, then I would read it, especially because everyone loved the last book, and maybe if I liked this one enough, I'll read the last book. The only thing is I'm not necessarily in the mood right now for romance. It's October. Fantasy Girls season. The dark academic vibe. And the first book of the month that I choose is one set in the summertime. So... we're not off to a bad start. It's going by pretty fast. The little characters on the cover low-key look related, and I cannot stop seeing it. Like, once you see it, it's just the art style of whoever did the cover, but I'm just saying, like, I saw it and now I'm like, I can't not see it. It's a very slay cover though. This is so cute. Kind of giving forest fire. Like, you remember when California was like on fire and everyone was showing pictures of outside and it was like red outside? It's kind of what this background's giving. This is Russ's story. They are camp counselors, but hold up, wait a second, turn it back, rewind. These two hook up at school. Sophomores in college, I think they're 20. They hook up at school the day before they're leaving for summer break. This is like the first chapter, second chapter. He goes to the bathroom and he's taking forever in there, and she hears him talk a little bit. And so she's like, oh my gosh, she's on the phone with someone. Like, I need to get the F out of here. He's either regretting this or he's just taking forever. So she just like ups and leaves. Not a goodbye, nothing. She just ups and leaves. He was literally hyping himself up to ask her out.
So cute.
He's Russ's baby boy, okay? I love it when like a big man is just like baby boy. He has feelings. Wow, a man that's able to express their feelings in a healthy way.
Unheard of.
Wow. I was thinking of each other, but at the same time, it's like we still gotta get on with like our lives. We have summer plans. Guess where they both end up working for the summer? Yep, you guessed it. At this camp, this summer camp. They're both camp counselors for the same age group. Guess who was a camp counselor in college as well during the summertime? I was. Really fun. It was a fun time. So this is giving me very nostalgic vibes. It's a nice switch up scenery wise and like what they're doing on a day-to-day basis for a romance book. The camp effect, it's cute. It's a romance. That's where we're at. Phoebe! Can you say hi, Phoebe? It's me and Phoebe. We're back to talk about this book. What do you think, Phoebe? It's Tuesday. We're talking Wildfire. Sunday I read 106 pages. Yesterday I ended up reading 111 pages. 111, angel number. Woo woo! I'm absolutely planning on finishing this book. I'm on page 217. 383 pages. So just a little bit under 170 pages. That normally should be. I'm uploading a video today, so I've been editing the last couple of days. That's where a lot of my time is gone when I'm not reading. That's where a lot of my time is gone when I'm not working. It's fall, okay? It's the first week of October. I'm fully in the mood for something that's a little bit like spooky, scary skeletons and shivers on your spine. This is more summer, but I'm not hating it. It is what it is, you know? There are moments in this book where Russ really has me smiling and giggling, just little things that he's doing. So, I mean, it's not a bad book by any means. It's just, I'm in the mood for something fall, and you can't blame me for that, okay? This could be the best romance of all time, and I would still be in the mood for something fantasy. Like the appetizer, no. Nah, this is more like the drink. This is my Shirley Temple. Yes, this is my Shirley Temple of the week. Now, we need to hone in on the appetizer, and then eventually, like, we'll get to the meat of things, okay? And then we'll finish off with the dessert, and that's where I'm hoping that this week leads us. I was putting my camera away when I looked at my bookshelf, and I remembered I am almost done with Finale on Audible, on audiobook. Last week I went to the library, I got a membership, and now I'm on Libby. That's so exciting, but no one tells you that they have like one of each book. I figured they'd at least have like two of each book. So some of these books are like months and months wait time. It's redonkulous. All that's to say is I am fully in my fantasy. What am I saying? It's still early. I'm about to head to work. I am fully in my audiobook era. Driving, listening, and just like sometimes I get really bored of podcasts. And some of these audiobooks, like it's either a hit or miss. Some of these narrators like really eat it up, and I will do a video on that soon because I think that it's really important that we celebrate the narrators that are really good, because there's so many books out there, and a lot of the popular ones, like, you could have done better. You could have had a better narrator. I'll see you later. Get your bag, sis. Let's go eat this bread. Is it eat this bread? Get your bag and eat the bread. I've read about 52 pages today, officially finishing Wildfire. Yeah! I will be giving this book probably about 4 stars. Say hi to Phoebe. Romance is by far the easiest for me to rate because there's no magic system, history involved. If you can write a good love story that's a little bit different, a little bit unique, a little bit original, by creating characters that I relate to, that have a little bit more depth to them, I would probably be attracted to in real life in a friend or a romantic partner, just like I would want to be around these characters. Characters that aren't problematic. There's probably going to be some cheesiness in there. That's okay. That's warranted. But if you can have me giggling, having emotions, I think that's for me where the rating comes in, is like the emotional level that I have. I feel like a 3 for me is just like, yeah, that was cute, that was a good romance, the writing was good, it flowed, that type of situation. And then there's been books like Powerless by Elsie Score. Is that her name? No. Powerless by Elsie Silver that I've rated like 2.75, even though all the other books have been like 5 stars, and that's because I felt like the main character was like pretty problematic, so I was like having no part of it. That one book by Lucy Score, what's it called? Forever Never by Lucy Score. The age difference, okay, that's fine if they're legal. There was a lot of flashback happening when the girl was like, oh, underage majorly, and then he was, I think it was like 16 years old and 24 years old, and I'm just like, I just do not fuck with that. That is absolute taking advantage of someone. Gross. Disgusting. So that type of thing is really what's gonna make me rate it lower, you know? The main character, Russ here, he was just so gentle, but also like this like tough man. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure he was supposed to be depicted as like a tough guy, right? 6'5", like big goalie hockey player, and like all this was discussed without actually having to enter a game of hockey or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's like what Icebreaker was. Perfect for me, like let's talk about it, but like let's not make that the whole point. A really unique aspect of Wildfire to me that I don't see in a lot of romance books, novels, is the camp and camp counselor aspect of it. I thought that was very fun. The camp goggles are so real. You can be attracted to someone for the whole summer. You're away from your phone, you're away from civilization, and you get back to civilization, you're like, what, are you sure? Are you sure that I actually ever was attracted to that person? Are you positive? No, you're kidding. It was just a joke. I was just kidding. I was just kidding the whole time. I would probably rate this a 3.8. 3.9. I'm gonna give it 4 stars on Goodreads because that's just too close to give it a 3 stars. I'm gonna say that I made it a 4 stars because it was cute, it was adorable. It took me back to just that lovey-dovey phase, and I liked the characters, you know? There wasn't a ton of plot, and sometimes that works out in the favor of a romance novel because then there's not too much going on to where I get the ick from even a side character. They were all just very supportive and loving, and they just love each other, and so I guess that's what I needed, you know? I really wanted fantasy right now, and I'm like, why did I read a summer book when it's the prime fall reading, you know? What I needed was just everyone to get along. I wasn't signing up for any intense drama, nothing. It was just, I relaxed while I read this book, okay? I relaxed while I read this book, and that counts for something. I'm done with that. Now, we're gonna jump right into something inspired by the fall, October, and just the best reading month of the year. Sing that in the same way that you would sing the best day of the year. What is it? What is that on Parks and Rec? What is that? Is Donna and Tom, what do? They treat yourself. Best day of the year. So now we're gonna do a fantasy novel, October. Best month of the year. Something that I'm really stepping my game up with when it comes to me just as a reader in general, I ordered some new bookmarks last night. I ordered 3 on Etsy. I'll show you when they come in. I was gifted 2 bookmarks for my birthday, the ones that say reading is sexy or hot girls read or something like that. I don't know, my sister got them for my birthday, and it's bookmarks have always been just a piece of paper, a receipt, something that I see lying around. It's never been a big deal to me until I actually was gifted bookmarks that are different and fun and just get me excited to read again. When a bookmark matches a cover, I'm like, this is so good. It just is a step up. A small and necessary way to up level the reading experience. So that's something that I'm working on. I would really love one for 4th week since this is like the book, you know, of the year. Now I'm choosing to go with this book of the month bookmark. It says, in the throes of prose. I should probably know what the fuck this means, but I, to be honest, don't know what the fuck this means. It's probably something like, oh, I should have known what that was, but right now I just like don't know what it is. Anyways, we're gonna be using this bookmark when I read Fourth Wing. It's gonna be great. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I started this. If you watch my Charleston vlog, I start this like I got to 20 pages in and then I chickened out just to read on vacation because I wanted to be present. I couldn't read something that like I could just like, I need to be present with this book and I understand that. So I'm gonna be reading over the next couple of days. Like I really want to just go for it. And that's where my other Hot Girls Read bookmark is. We're not gonna be using this one. It doesn't match. I know that this one doesn't match either, but I've been using the other Hot Girls Read bookmark. That's like all I've been using. So that's why I just ordered some new bookmarks. Support a small business rather than just like buying some on Amazon or going to Target or something like that. I'm like really into the small businesses when it comes to reading because I really appreciate the love there. And I know that like in order to make a small business around bookmarks, you have to be a book lover too. So I'm like, I see you, you know? So anyways, we're gonna start this soon. Listen, I understand that this is a reading vlog, but I'm about to go get my hair done for the first time in over 2 years. In over 2 years, I'm going to get my hair done for the first time, okay? And I'm getting it cut, and I'm hoping it's like a Jurassic change. I just said Jurassic, like as in Jurassic Park. I'm hoping that it's a dramatic change. I also brought my O-reader to read there because I just know she's gonna talk to me. I'm not gonna wanna like hone in, focus on reading and starting and getting like a flow going with Fourth Wing. I just figured that if any platform cared, if you're watching my vlog, then like you might care. Ah! I'm so excited. Alright, here's what's going on, my loves. Me and the lady that does my hair, we miscommunicated a little bit, and she thought that I just wanted to come in for a haircut and just like a consultation. Long story short, I'm getting my hair done later this month, okay? You're here for the book updates, right? Yeah, okay, I thought so. I've got 2 pretty exciting book updates for you for today. At least for me and my reading journey, it's all exciting. First, I finished Finale today, and I had been listening to these books. The narrator has done a fantastic job. I really enjoyed it. The only thing is when you're listening to fantasy, and they all have names that could be spelt one of 10 different ways, you never know. And so while you do understand how to pronounce the names, you're not sure how to necessarily spell the names. And why that would come up in my life, I'm not sure. I wonder if it's Jax, J-A-C-K-S, or if it's Jax, J-A-X. A simple looking it up will do, okay? But I'm just saying, like, that's one thing that I did notice about listening to fantasy books. Speaking of Jax, this is funny. So the trilogy's over. I haven't started Once Upon a Time yet. I do plan on starting Once Upon a Time soon. And I'm gonna read those books. I know that I listened to the other one. I know that I listened to the Caraval trilogy, but I'm going to read those 3 books. The reason why I was talking about Jax is, okay, listen. All right, so you're not going to love this. Probably not. I'm going to come up here and ask you not to spoil anything, but I'm also going to slander your boy's name and just say, as of now, finishing the Caraval trilogy without going into Once Upon a Time Once Upon a Broken Heart. I'm assuming that Once Upon a Broken Heart is like Jack's lover era. That's what I'm gonna assume. I'm gonna assume that he goes through the eras in those books. From what I understand, did those books follow him? I think that's what I feel like. I'm not sure. But it feels like those books are Jax's redemption arc, okay? And I think that that's probably a good thing because as of right now, I'm like, what the fuck? What?
Huh?
After the second book, I was like, so what is Jack's role and why is it necessary for this?
Huh?
Still a little bit confused. It just seemed like a love triangle that he was trying to force. It never seemed like Tella would ever choose him, ever. In the moments that she might have chosen him, it only felt like she was choosing him because of magic, because she felt bad for him, literally, or because she was like pissed at Legend. And so she was like, you know, Jax. I feel kind of confused on the whole her being the love of his life type of situation, and I hope that that gets addressed in the next books. Like, he didn't imprint on her. If anything, Legend did, you know? It's also giving like Bella and Jacob to me, like that dynamic. And I'm wondering, like, maybe he's gonna fall in love with her kid, which would be fucked up. It'd be fucking weird. Just like it's weird that Legend at one time loved her mom, right? That's fucking weird. Hey, it's a book and it's fantasy and it's just, it's good. It's good vibes. I really, really, really enjoyed the series. I will also say one other thing is, when I think of Jax, I have not looked up fan art yet, but when I think of Jax, I think of Logan Huntzberger, and that is so funny and just lovely to me. And when I think of Tella and Jax, especially in Legendary, when they might have been a thing at one point, I thought of Rory and Logan Huntzberger in that one scene, you know, where it kind of is giving Carvel. Literally. I just think that that's adorable. I honestly, I think that would I be Team Logan? Would I be Team Logan? I think I'm a little bit of all of them, except for Dean. Yeah, I could go without Dean, honestly. I think I'm a little bit Jess and a little bit Logan. I don't care for Jess's attitude. Getting back to the subject, I really enjoyed these series. I just thought they were very unique. I mean, I was gonna say, you just don't come across a lot of like circusy books. And then I just thought about how Night Circus is literally on my TBR for this month. So I'm like, maybe I attracted more circus books, but it's just fun. I'm excited for Once Upon a Broken Heart to come. I also ended up loving Scarlet. I didn't think that I would end up being more Team Scarlet than Tella. With Scarlet, she does show a lot of tendencies of being the oldest daughter. I am also, so I relate to her in ways, not like anything with it being like family, but just in certain ways that you only know if you're an oldest daughter. You know, if you're an oldest daughter, you get it. I did relate to Tella in just being like kind of all over the place. It seemed like she was chasing a feeling, like just kept chasing something, where Scarlet understood.
What?
Vibe-wise, it seemed like Scarlet like calmed down a little bit. It seemed like Tella was just like next thing, you know, she just seemed like wild, and that just like is way more me. That's how I feel about these. We will start Once Upon a Time very soon. And I understand that it's Once Upon a Broken Heart. I don't know why I keep saying Once Upon a Time. Just because, well, I know why I keep saying it, because it's like the classic, like, Once Upon a Time, you know, but I understand that it's Once Upon a Broken Heart, so I get that. I understand, okay? Listen. Fourth wing. This is like serious book talk tea. Any fandom, the book girlies are coming for you. The book girlies are getting new members every day. They're just coming. Then they're not coming in small numbers. They're coming in large numbers, okay? Let me tell you how I realized that, okay? And I don't know if I'm even speaking properly right now because it's so mind-blowing. And it's the Amazon incident. And if you know, girl, you know. Red Tower Books is the publishing house, I believe. Did I say that right? And Miss Smarty Pants over here. Red Tower Books is the publishing house for Rebecca Yara's Fourth Wing, whatever. Iron Flame, which is Fourth Wing number 2. It comes out November 7th. On Amazon, there is a listing, no cover, no title, no description. All it says is it's gonna come out November 7th also. It's written by Rebecca Yaros and it's 544 pages in length, which is about like 15 pages longer than Fourth Wing, I believe. Iron Flame's like 100 pages longer than that. So everyone's like, what the fuck is this? And so many of the book girlies have ordered this book. There's no indication of what it is. No one said anything. No one has said anything, but so many book girlies have ordered this book that it is number 1 on the Amazon charts. Girl, the power? New York Times who? Who? New York Times who? We need a book girly stamp. You were on the New York Times bestseller list? Who cares? Were you on the book girlies bestseller list? Stamp that bitch. Let's actually get into talking though about Fourth Wing. So after I finished finale, I was walking around. I'm like, let's get our first book on Libby. How much fun. Like, I had just gotten a library membership at the beginning of last week. So I was like itching to use my membership. I don't have to pay for an Audible credit or I don't have to buy a book on there. Guess what was available? Fourth Wing. I've never read a book before and listened to the audiobook at the same time, which some people are like, it's a better experience. Some people are like, don't do it. It confuses you. It just is like so fast. Or, you know, I don't know. But I'm excited to try that. I'm excited to like completely stay present with the book in that way. To be honest with you, Dane is bae. He's bae, right? Don't play with me. Tell me now. Am I gonna be disappointed? Tell me now, don't play with me. Happy Saturday morning. When I see influencers be like, so real when it comes to like their body or what they eat or how messy their space is. If I could ask them anything, I want to know about people with animals because it seems like everyone has animals, right? But at the same time, everyone's outfits are always looking like super fresh. With dogs and just with animals, like how is everyone's outfit looking so fresh all the time? That's something that I'm curious about, especially around fall and winter. Like it's inevitable for the dogs to get like a little bit messy. Like how are people so clean all the time, or at least like their fits look so fresh? They probably do fit checks before. Fit checks. Oh my gosh, coffee. Fit checks is what I was saying, girly. Okay, happy Saturday. Today is actually our last day of the vlog. It's been a really great week of reading. Ever since I came to the conclusion that, you know what, audiobooks are not weak. Audiobooks count. Audiobooks are just also a really great experience. They're also an art. Since I brought audiobooks into my reading practice over really like the last month, I would say, I have just been able to experience more books, and that's all we really want. You know what I mean? Like it's not cheap. It's beautiful. It's delightful, and I'm just so grateful that audiobooks exist and that they're getting better and better and better. This is my first experience of listening to the same audiobook as the book that I'm reading, so it's really interesting. And I think that because Fourth Wing is just like such an amazing book, my imagination is just so expanded reading Rebecca Yaros writing that if I didn't vibe with the audiobook or I caught myself like not paying attention from the very beginning, I would have just stopped that. But no, the audiobook is done really, really well. We're on chapter 32 and they be fucking, okay? And it's hot. I like how it's not, okay, how do I put this? I take it back. I would not say they be fucking. When I say like They be fucking. What am I talking about? My westerns. Damn. Holy fuck. Done and dusted. She's dirty, okay? The Chestnut Spring series.
Hello.
Daddy Cade. Babe. Babe. If I had the power to make a book from all of these different genres, all of these different authors, and it's like, okay, you're gonna write the romance, you're gonna write the battle scenes, you're gonna write the costumes, you're gonna write the sex scenes, you're gonna write the magic system. Okay, so if I had the power to do that, I would definitely have my Western romance girlies on the sex scenes. They know how to write a man, okay? Yeah, where was I at? What was I talking about? Oh, okay. We're on chapter 3. Okay, yeah, so they be fucking. I looked up fan art. I was gonna wait until the end to look up fan art, but I just like looked up fan art because I wanted to see what the dragons looked like. Tell me why the fan art of Violet and Xaden literally looks just like Feyre and Rhysand. Excuse me, what? I'm telling you right now, that fan art, it's not even real. That fan art is going to set the standard, the beauty standard, okay? It's gonna set the beauty standard. We needed something like this to just say, white men, see ya. Fucking Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros is like, I gotcha. Let me introduce you to your dark kings. Hello. 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 So fucking hot. Violet's mom sure is a cunt, and that's gonna come back. I know that that's gonna come back around. That's totally gonna come back around. Love Mira. I love these characters. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this fucking book today. This vlog already feels kind of long, but like, fuck it. My mom's here to pick me up. So, that's deuces, and that's deuces? That's deuces? Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? I'll keep you in the loop-de-loop, okay? That's what I was trying to say. Sometimes the goddess of luck, is there a goddess of luck? There's gotta be a goddess of luck because she's on my side. I worked today, so you know, I like listened to my audiobook, and I left having 10 pages left, and I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I could have finished it. And then while I was just eating dinner, I was watching TikTok and I saw people reacting to the last page of Fourth Wing, and I would have never known that there was like a cliffhanger or something that you need to react to if I hadn't have sat down to eat dinner, and because I was so hungry I could not even finish. I know, like, just finish the last 10 pages. Well, guess what? Like, everything went so smoothly to get here. Literally, I would have definitely finished this, and I'm quite honestly surprised that I hadn't while I was at work today. But the client that I was with that I would have normally finished this with, 3 cats, my clients are animals, all 3 of them, animals, came out and was like playing and interacting with me today. I've been working with them for the past 3 days, twice a day, an hour. Every time I go work with them, none of them have come out until today, randomly. They just came out today. So I had more work. And it's not work, it's like, you know, I'm just like working with animals, but like I had more work than I normally do because I was planning on just sitting there and waiting, hoping that they came out, but not gonna force them if they didn't. That's iconic. That's so iconic. So I'm not sure that I have enough memory on this card to like literally record myself for all 9 pages, but I promise that it's gonna be super authentic. I'm not gonna leave this spot until I finish this. I'm going to read a couple pages, and then I will be back. I will give you multiple pages time lapse so you know I didn't like react to it. I promise, okay? Like, if we have nothing if not trust here, okay? We have nothing if not trust, so I promise I will be back without like looking. This last chapter is literally Xaden's perspective. Okay, we're on page 497. Here we go. I got chills. I got chills. Okay, let me tell you, when he said, "It definitely wasn't an accident, little sister," I literally went back up a few paragraphs because I'm like, did Zayden just fucking call her little sister? I was like, that's weird as fuck. And then I was like thinking, like, does he have a sister? Literally all this is going on in my head. I could have just read a couple. I didn't even think, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Iron Flame is gonna be good. There's just something about, like, that's the introduction to him. Like, that probably already says a lot about his character. Not even just, like, the whole revolution or anything. Introduction to, like, just, like, say, little sister. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just think I find that endearing. And I just feel like he's gonna also be kind of like Zayden. Probably, like, a sweetheart badass. So I wonder if his dragon... Should I pay attention close enough? Did his dragon go into hiding with him? Wow, that's intense. That's good. Damn, that's good. You know her sister is gonna just, like, eat this up. You could just tell her and it would be like no factor as to coming, like, to what side she's gonna stay on. She's gonna be like, oh yeah, okay. Like, let's go. I'm gonna come be with you guys. Her mom has it coming. She had it coming. She had it coming. She only had herself to blame. See? It's so good that I read this so close to the next one coming out because I'm going to keep the energy. I'm going to have this energy from this one. That's so exciting. That wraps up this week's reading vlog. Thank you so much for coming along. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. It's so awesome that I get to do this, that I'm doing this. I'm very grateful for your contribution to keep propelling me forward. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your night, day, weekend, week, and I will see you very soon. Bye.